Dragon Ball Super, episode 41. With this episode, we get to the conclusion of our tournament arc. We get the introduction of Zeno, the god of all 12 universes. This one is an odd case because we get to see Beerus and Champa get intimidated by this character. Beerus and Champa, both of these characters are extremely arrogant, powerful, selfish, and reckless. They don't give a shit if they destroy the entire universe. The only reason why they don't do that is so that they don't get bored. That is what the personality of Beerus and Champa originally is. It is a fact that they are portrayed in a more comical way, but in the end, we have to remember that that is what their personality is. But even with that personality, these two characters were highly intimidated by this guy, Zeno. We know that for someone who is as powerful as Beerus, being intimidated by a character like Zeno, he has to be a big deal. Now, Zeno arrived there because he was annoyed. He was annoyed by both Beerus and Champa as they were not doing the Gods of Destruction job seriously. They are not taking their job seriously. They are not doing the job of destroying things seriously. And I'm surprised. Like, what exactly is their job? Like destroying stuff, right? And I mean, they are destroying a lot of shit. It's just the fact that Bees is keeping check on Beerus. That's all. Or else he would have pretty much destroyed the entire universe if he wanted to. Because just I'm getting bored. You know, that's how his personality is. But it is also true that he is extremely lazy and he spends a lot of time snacking and napping, which kind of did annoyed Zeno. So he kind of wanted to take a class of these two. And another thing that really interested him, which was the tournament itself. For him, he really enjoyed that tournament. He had a lot of fun watching the fighters from these two universes fight, and he wanted to arrange his own tournament. Yes, he wanted to arrange a tournament where fighters from all 12 universes would fight. It would be an extremely amazing arc if Toei would do it right. And I'm pretty sure that this probably, most probably, 95%, this arc would be the final arc of Dragon Ball Super. I mean, they might introduce a villain in this final arc, who knows? But most probably, this will be the final arc of Dragon Ball Super. Zeno also kind of mentions one thing. He said that because Beerus and Champa aren't doing their job that properly, maybe he should select new gods of destruction. And that kind of raises a question. And I have raised this question in my previous review, which was how exactly are gods of destruction selected? Is it because if someone is extremely strong in a particular universe, like the strongest being in that universe, and he's selected, is that the way? Or is it a family line of gods of destruction? Or a god of destruction is given birth too, but it's like it's the gods just create a god of destruction. That kind of is a question that I still have, and maybe in future arcs they might clarify it more. Anyway, so he also says that he was very much impressed by Goku and the other fighters. He had a lot of fun. Goku goes up to him and shakes his hand and kind of lifts him up. That scene in particular was kind of interesting, because in my previous review I said that maybe this guy isn't that strong. Maybe the guards are the ones who are strong. He's just a figurehead. And seeing the fact that these characters were so afraid of him, I kind of changed my mind. Kind of changed my mind. But when Goku shaked his hand and when he lifts him up, the reaction on the face of his two guards were kind of interesting, because they were scared. They were shit scared of what is going to happen. Okay? Do you know what made me so interested in that scene? It was the fact that these guards were scared of the strength or the repercussions of this action. It kind of reminded me of the Sky Deer from Toriko. You see, the Sky Deer in Toriko is this huge, gigantic deer which has a forest on his back, and where extremely powerful creatures live on it. They live in that forest, and in exchange they prevent any intruders or on top of the Sky Deer. Not because the Sky Deer cannot protect himself, but because that the Sky Deer doesn't get pissed off. And I think that these guards aren't really to protect Zeno, but to make sure that no one pisses him off, so that he doesn't destroy all 12 universes if he wanted to. That is what I kind of, if he really is that strong, if he really is so strong that he can destroy all universes, then yes, I think that is the reason why you can say that these two guards were rather scared. Anyways, I am expecting to see more out of this character, more out of Zeno. If there would be a villain in the future arcs, especially the arc where we have that tournament, I am expecting to see the true strength of Zeno, if Toriyama intends to show his strength in the end. It is also very important to notice that it could be possible his overall transformation would kind of feel like Frieza, where Frieza is small in size when he kind of is in his normal state, but then he transforms. Maybe even Zeno would transform like that. Anyways, enough with Zeno. Now we should get to the amazing part of this episode, the Super Shenron. And in my previous review, I said that his face looked kind of generic. I kind of take it back, because from the very moment Shenron was awakened, the entire scene from the Dragon Balls coming together and creating Shenron, and till the end, where he expands and expands and expands, devouring planets and becoming so huge that even galaxies look like tiny balls in front of him. Like these galaxies, these massive galaxies, look like this big in front of him, you know, and that just shows how massive this Shenron is, and why is he known as the god of all dragons. So, what did impress me of this dragon was that his golden color, and this kind of reminded me of Goku's Dragon Fist explosion, where a dragon comes out of his fist, a golden dragon comes out of his fist, and it just looked really good, you know. And the animation of the overall animation was actually quite good, although for some reason the planets that they that they made looked really goofy and really shitty, to be honest with you. It didn't look like they actually were planets. It looked like they were actually posters or stickers of planets which were just sticked on the canvas. So it kind of looked really bizarre and funny. And also there is a scene where Shenron kind of expands from this galaxy and like kind of curls over there, and it kind of the way it was animated was really bizarre to see that. But overall, when they show the final scene where he's completely revived, completely awakened, and they show him in his entirety, that looks amazing, and I mean amazing. You know, the fact that Super Shenron is so big that you have to get inside of him to his nucleus so that you could make a wish, that itself is pretty pretty amazing. I know I'm saying amazing a lot, but that's the only word that is coming in my mind right now. It is really amazing. So, what wish does Beerus has? I have to say that his wish kind of was sweet, because for someone like me who has a sibling, you kind of understand where Beerus is coming from. He resurrects Earth, which was destroyed in Universe 6. He resurrects the Universe 6 Earth, which actually he resurrects it in a way which would be very much similar to the Earth which is in Universe 7. So that was a really good thing in Beerus' part, that he cares about his brother even though they fight a lot and they kind of get really annoyed in with each other's company, but they still kind of love one another. It is kind of a tough love, to be honest with you. Anyways, now as far as the future arc is concerned, as far as the tournament arc is concerned, I have to say, Toei, please don't fuck it up. I want to see an amazing tournament arc, because this arc could be the granddaddy, the most epic tournament that has ever been on the history. In the history of anime itself, this could be the most epic tournament. This could leave behind the history of tournaments that happened in Dragon Ball and the tournaments that happened in Yu Yu Hakusho. It could leave behind everything if this arc is done right. And I just hope that even Toei understands that. I know it's going to be way ahead in the future, but I cannot stop thinking about the fact that there is going to be a massive, massive, massive tournament. And I also want to see what more can we get out of Zeno. Can we see Zeno fight? And also, could there be gods or creatures or deities or whatever stronger than Zeno himself? Because As far as we know, the estimate power of Zeno is that he can destroy all 12 universes with a blink of an eye. But we don't really know how exactly strong he is. I mean, we can say that the baseline of his strength is that, right? Like the most easiest thing for him is to destroy the entirety of all 12 universes. That's the baseline of his strength. But how strong could he get? And could there be any more stronger characters than Zeno? Because if not, then I have to say that Zeno is our last stop where any character could get any strong. He's the final destination for our characters, which I believe is not going to happen. I'm pretty sure that Toriyama is going to think of a character who could be more stronger than Zeno. Anyways, what do you guys think about this episode? And also about the preview. I'm pretty sure that the next episode is going to be a filler episode. There's no way in hell that someone as weak as Monaka, as coward as Monaka, is going to be able to even have a millimeter of a chance to fight against someone as strong as Goku. So the next episode is probably a filler one, or maybe he's just dreaming or something like that. Some kind of a comedic episode. Anyways, what do you guys think about this episode? Leave it in the comment section below. For you guys, thank you that you people are listening to me. At least I have some audience. I never really appreciated that, but I am appreciating right now because I'm kind of happy to see Super Shenron. And I would really like if you guys could like this video, could support my channel by subscribing to it. Till next time.